Let's get into Timothée and Kylie. Now, this shady life coach says that Timmy Chalamet exists in Kylie Jenner's life to fill this space. This article writes that the PDA and the public appearances won't be enough for Kylie Jenner and Timothée to find their happy ending. Lately, the couple cannot seem to get enough of each other and have seemingly been on cloud nine around each other. This includes their recent red carpet debut at the Donatello Awards. But this life coach, Tammy, says she believes that they appear to be going strong, but Timmy exists to fill a space or a void in Kylie's life, kind of like an employment, like he's filling a job role. They're predicting that Timothée is a crutch in Kylie's life, despite their red carpet debut last week. All Kylie wants is love, and that Kylie remains indifferent towards money and wants someone who would hold her, love her, and nurture her. In addition, the spiritual coach asserts that she is someone who deserves to have a soulmate, but she also believes Timmy is not the one for Kylie. When I see Timothée, I see him as a crutch, that he's only here to fill space for right now, which would be quite a shame.
Guys, I'm worried for Kylie. I love her and Timmy together. Took me a second to get on board. I'm fully on board, but she is more in love with him than he is with her. And I do hate to say that. I really do, but that is the kiss of death for a relationship. And I'm not saying he doesn't seem into her. He does, but I'm getting it more from her, and that is not what I want to see. I want to see my man head over fucking heels. Biggest cheerleader, biggest supporter, hanging all over her, absolutely obsessed. I'm getting that from her. I'm not getting that from him, and that is not what I want to see.
There have been plenty of rumors that Kris Jenner has been pressuring Timmy to go and buy an engagement ring for Kylie, but I mean, he just brought her onto the red carpet for the first time after being together for so long and so public, so I think it's going to take some time. This comment reads, "My intuition can just not picture Timothée as a stepdad to Kylie's kids." I mean, I don't know what this life coach is saying, because recently we saw Kylie around with Timothée and also with Jordyn Woods. Triggered. We all know what happened with Jordyn Woods and Tristan Thompson. We don't even need to go there right now. Now, it seems like these two have made up, or they did quite some time ago, but they're not really with each other publicly. But recently we saw them together. It seems like they were all hanging out. Kendall was there as well, and of course Timothée. Oh, they're having a good time. Clearly, Timmy was having a good time. It's interesting, if you heard what Kylie and Jordyn were saying there, they did not know each other would be at the game. This comment reads, "Kendall will not be a faker." Another comment reads, "Tristan has been forgiven 5,011 times. Let it go. It was a brief party kiss with a man Chloe helped cheat on with his first baby mama with." Another person added that Kendall had a lot to say during their friendship breakup, just like Stassi, and I'm sure they felt awkward when Kylie refriended her in her own way. Because if you did not notice, in that video clip, Kendall is in the very background and she's sitting there very awkwardly, or standing there very awkwardly. Nate commented, "Love this for them, but Jordyn, let's not forget how that whole family did you in 2019. You can forgive, but never forget." I mean, Jordyn Woods was pretty much canceled. And let's not forget that they used her in a storyline. So she was used for their show for them to essentially profit off of the drama and the friendship and everything else. Let's get into Ray J. Now, Ray J is going through it right now. I don't even know how much I can tell you guys about this story, but he talked about a babysitter recently on stream that did incredibly inappropriate things with him when he was a child. He was around a bunch of random women. It really looks like a sad scene, especially for Ray J. And in this moment, he talks about like being essentially like harmed, like touched, R-worded as a little boy by a babysitter.
My babysitter me.
We listen and we don't judge.
It's not funny. But the way that you're just standing like that for a minute.
I needed time. She had some big titties.
I mean, the girls are all super uncomfortable. One of them was laughing, and it does seem like, is he telling us this? Is he joking about it? Is he doing a little bit of both to cope about it?
She made me suck him. It was real big too.
This comment reads, "I think it's the delivery that's making them laugh, because it just feels like he's being unserious. He's not funny, and this was actually annoying to watch." Another person said, "This is definitely a cry for help." While this person commented, "He's crashing out. I think he misses his wife, but first, go to therapy."
I was traumatized. She had me in a headlock. And so when she had me in the headlock from playing hide and go seek, her titty was on me. And I'm like, when I was younger, I'm like, wow, this is a big titty. all of a sudden, I think I manifested it, and she just went like that, and her titty was in my mouth.
It's an uncomfortable scene. In an interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay last year, Ray J revealed that he had a girl who was 20 years his senior when he was 15 or 14. She was like 34, he said. What the older woman made him realize is that he was dirty and all he needed was to be clean. Now, despite Ray J coming forward with his own stories, he recently told Sneeko, a streamer, that he thinks that the Diddy charges are nonsense. He says Puffy about to get out too, on the dead homies. He said Puffy getting out, all that stuff they're trying to charge him for is nonsense. He did something bad that we all seen and it's unacceptable, but that's not what the charges are for. The charges are weak. You must admit that that is hard to hear, especially after hearing Cassie's testimony, because he's so wrong. I mean, these charges against him, they're serious, and there are so many victims who are speaking out today and in this coming week in this trial. So honestly, I think that Ray J is wrong when it comes to that one. It's my opinion. It's a bad take. Let's get into Justin Baldoni. Now, I was doing my own research on Reddit and I was just like going through and I found this post about Justin Baldoni's book, and I wanted to bring it up because I think there's some hypocrisy here. You know, I'm not going to sit here and like shame one person when there's two wrongs in a situation, and Justin Baldoni was wrong here. He spoke about a wedding in Nashville where his black friend Kay was the only black guest. The wedding was at a plantation, and as part of the celebration, guests were given bags of fresh cotton to toss in the air like confetti. For Kay, as a black woman, this is painful because cotton was a symbol of forced labor and they're on a plantation. When she expressed her discomfort, Justin and their friends dismissed her feelings and defended the couple who organized the wedding. Then Justin responded by saying, "I don't see color, I see your heart," which invalidated her experience. And for 6 years, Justin Baldoni did not apologize until George Floyd's murder and the rise of the BLM movement, in which he finally reached out to Kay. Let's go ahead and take a look at this book together. And just to give you guys some context, the book is titled Man Enough, and it does have 4.5 stars on Amazon. Much better than Ilaria Baldwin's book, which has like 2 stars. But this is a passage from the book where he said, "Later that night, when Kay shared her raw feelings and experience at the wedding and the pain around the cotton, instead of listening and empathizing and honoring her, as a group, we downplayed the whole situation, and doing so downplayed her feelings and really her humanity. We bypassed her pain and came to the defense of the couple, imploring her to know that they were good people and not trying to do anything, associated with race." That's when he goes on to say that he does not see color, which is what you don't want to lead with. He continued that not only him, but his wife as well, and our own confusion and privilege flipped the narrative centered on our own emotions, and in many ways turned our privilege into victimhood, feeling like we were the ones who were irrationally attacked and that she was blowing things out of proportion. So not only did they not acknowledge her feelings, but they flipped it and made themselves into victims and Kay the bad person. Now the comments are going off. This person writes, "Throwing cotton? Literally WTF." Another person asks, "Who even tosses cotton for their wedding? That seems very odd nod to the South." Not one person on that guest list, aside from the black person, clocked that this was weird practice. Another person added, "Let's not forget that Blake Lively had a wedding on a literal plantation." And then finally, he didn't see it her way at first, but after that he reflected on his actions, took the time and reached out to apologize after many years. He is still the villain in this story? No. I believe like all people, we can be prone to making mistakes. No one gets it right all the time. But that's really up to everyone else, and really actually Kay, to decide. While we're talking about Justin Baldoni, let's talk about the fact that Taylor Swift was subpoenaed in this lawsuit, which means yes, as long as the judge agrees, she will have to go to the trial and talk about her involvement with Justin Baldoni. A spokesperson for Taylor Swift emphasized that the singer has no close connection to the film other than her song being used, and that the subpoena is to create tabloid clickbait.
Taylor Swift and Blake Lively's friendship is probably on the verge of ending after the news that came out this week. Taylor was subpoenaed by Justin Baldoni's lawyer to speak in court about the lawsuit. A spokesman for Taylor Swift said this: "Taylor never set foot on set. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film. She never made any notes on the film. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release." Taylor really said, "I was not even in a rush to see this film. Leave me out of it." Taylor's camp also reportedly said they feel as though this is a ploy to get clickbait articles and more attention on this lawsuit, as her only contribution to the movie was letting her song be played.
Diana asked a great question. When it comes to this lawsuit, in the end, what does the winner actually win? The whole matter seems insane and desperate. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.